Talk us through them. What did you do on Saturday?
Saturday just event training. Started off with some squats and loading, and did some farmers walks up to 180 in each hand, just short sprints, and finished with the stones. Did a set of stones up to 180.
Nice. You were saying about technique you've been using for stones based on like how you used to have to train it for competition.
Yeah, well, like years ago when I was competing, the stones you always had to load them, like the first one up to like 6 feet. And I'm only 6 feet tall, so I had to have like a technique where I could put it on my shoulder and then lift it from there. So automatically when I get into the zone, I just start grabbing them like that and put them to one side.
So with that, Shane, do you have one hand over the top, one hand underneath?
Yeah.
Is that because of that technique?
Well, it must be. I mean, you tend to, like, when you're training, you tend to accidentally, well, at least, just accidentally go into old habits when you start getting warm. Whether that's something I need to change, I don't know. Seems to be working for me so far.
Keep it up. Do you have any idea what the world record is for stone to shoulder?
I have no idea, but I think I met the world record holder in just loading a stone. I think it's like 235 or something, or is it more?
I think Brian Shaw just took it.
Yeah? How much is that?
It was a 500-pound stone, or 550, something like that.
What is that in real numbers?
About 240, I think.
Wow.
I think it was a 240 stone.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah. At the Arnold's this year, I think.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But stone to shoulder could be something you could take as a world record if it was of any interest.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
in the future. So you were saying about your grip. Actually, we've just been training with Trevor and St. Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were just taking them through some grip, and you're saying about your hand post-surgery. What was that surgery you had?
Oh, I had a tendon reattachment on my finger. So I had this genetic disorder called Dupuytren's disease, and it makes your tendons in your forearms just get shorter and shorter and shorter.
Is that as you get older?
Yeah, I had a problem releasing items, so I would grip onto something and it wouldn't let go. I wouldn't go and operate on it for a long time, and left it. So eventually it just snapped off.
Snapped?
Yeah.
What?
Me and Andy, we were just training in the gym. We were actually doing a photo shoot for Flex magazine, and I was just doing some forward hold, and I thought to myself, it feels odd, and I thought to myself, probably because I need more warm up, but that was probably a sign that I shouldn't be training.
And then it popped during the
Yeah, it just popped during that, yeah. So it just came clear off the bone, so I just had it reattached, and then I think I competed 9 weeks later.
Didn't take that long to recover then?
Oh yeah, it's taken a long time to recover. I mean, I had to start training my grip just from scratch. I've done 420 deadlift with a normal grip so far, and that doesn't feel nice, but it doesn't.
Is that the world record then you did?
I did that in a competition at some point.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But you were saying as well about how now your sort of hand position of where you're strongest.
Yeah. Well, I used to have this trick because I used to just get my grip ridiculously strong. So if I felt that the weight was slowing down, I would go over my weak point by just dropping it into my hand a little bit, just to get a little bit of momentum again. And if you look at some of my lifts on videos, I do that sometimes when I'm over 400.
Talk us through that. Sorry, could do with a bit more sort of explanation on that. I'm not sure I understand.
Well, it's fairly simple. You just have a normal grip like that. You start pulling as you slow down. Like if there's like a point somewhere, like for me, it's right above my knees where it starts slowing down. I just slip it down to gain a quick momentum.
Even though that's sort of making it so you've got to pull it further, does that help? I suppose you don't need to, do you?
It doesn't make you need to pull it further. It just gives you a little bit of momentum. I mean, if you're already pulling that much weight, when you drop that weight just a few centimeters, it's going to give you a massive speed increase. I find anyway, so that's what I did.
So
whether that's illegal or not, it's in the past.
These things have happened. I like it. So you were saying now though that your grip's sort of stronger in that bottom position. Is that post-surgery?
Yeah, post-surgery. I feel like I need to just leave it there.
Does that affect you at all in any of the events?
We'll see. I hope not.
But surely you've been doing some of them since.
Yeah, I mean, I did 180 in each hand on the farmer's walk, and I mean that didn't budge. But at the start of training for this competition coming, I had problems with 100 kilograms, so just started working on my grip a little bit.
Nice. You were just taking Mark and Trevor there through some grip stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think grip's something that's a bit underrated in strongman at the moment? Obviously I know it's a grip sport, but...
I'd like to say it's underrated. I just think it's more misunderstood. I see loads of guys that have an excellent grip, they can squeeze loads of stuff, but they can't hold on to the bar because they're all training the wrong event. So just be training holding the bar. The most common mistake I see is that I see people training the grip for marathon. You know, they're trying to hold on to something for minutes, whereas you know you should be training for short sprints. It's loads of weight with as much resistance as possible for a short amount of time. So I mean, your lift's only going to last for 3 or 4 seconds, and when you're rested, you can hold on for it for a little bit longer, can't you?
So there's, if I'm right, there's 3 types of grip. Like a pinch grip, like that, a crushing grip, and then a supporting grip, which is just the hold.
Oh well, you tell me. I don't know the name for them. I just train them.
Reason why you're stronger than me. Do you think that's like people are training the wrong type of grip then?
Well, let's just put it like this. I mean, if you're going to be racing a horse, you don't make it jump over hurdles, do you? You just want to make it fast. It's the same thing with your grip. I mean, why would you want to be good at squeezing stuff when you're just holding onto a bar?
So do you not think there's any carryover at all?
Well, I've tried this method of squeezing stuff all the time, and all it got me was the ability to be able to squeeze a lot of stuff. And it didn't make my grip any better, it just got my forearm big. But this is, of course, just my personal experience. It might be different for other people.
How, because obviously you're now doing sort of training the full events, how have you found your grip? Because obviously most of the time when you're deadlifting now as a strongman, you're using straps.
Yeah, well I'll admit I started using the straps because you know, I've been carefully training my grip. So at the for the last couple of years, my overall strength has far exceeded my grip strength, because my grip strength basically just started from scratch again. It took me 11 years to train my grip to get to any sort of level. So now I'm kind of taking a shortcut by training it strong again for the last couple of years, and it's worked okay so far. I'm just hoping it's going to be better than 100% soon.
I like it. Today, talk us through what we've been doing.
Well, today what I'm mainly focusing on is that I can still deadlift and I can maintain my strength in deadlift. I've got 5 events coming, and it's a big lineup. You know, it's tough. It's a tough competition, and I'd rather be a little bit less effective or less. I'd rather be a little bit behind on the deadlift and be better at 4 other events than just focusing on the deadlift now and leave the others behind, because the deadlift takes a big toll, you know, and you know, training it alone or training it with powerlifting is one thing, but getting the stamina and being able to regenerate whilst training the deadlift alongside, it's a different sport. So that's what I've been converting into, and the conversion, it just takes time. So what I'm focusing on now is not just the next competition, I'm focusing on the whole next year of competing.
On that, so with the deadlift, I believe it's a van deadlift anyway, isn't it? Or car deadlift?
Car, yeah.
Front bar handle?
Yeah.
What are you like on those?
Hopefully awesome. I mean, I've won it before, but then again, I've lost it before as well. I'm just hoping that my training will, I mean, I have no idea what the other guys are doing, but just hope it's going to be enough to win.
Yeah, excellent. So you're saying the whole year, what have you got your eyes on?
Well, I just want to increase my overall performance in Strongman. I mean, that's my main hobby now, and I just wanna see if I can get a little bit better at it, without just getting ridiculously strong and injured, because that's what I've been doing in the past. You know, I've gained a lot of strength without necessarily being good at the events, but being strong enough to do them. When it comes to the day where you have to do 6 or 7 of them all in one go, I just don't last through the competition. After 3 events, I'm finished. So I want to work on that and at least finish 5 events and get good results from that, get some good overall results.
So is there no competitions you got your eye particularly set on?
Well, I've got Giants Live Sweden coming 12th of November, and at first I thought it was just going to be a small competition, and it would be not an easy lineup, but just your average lineup. But I think it's turning out to be quite a heavyweight lineup. Some strong guys coming.
Really strong guys.
Yeah.
It'd be an interesting one to see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm glad because then I can at least compare myself to like really like elite guys, and just hope that I can perform.
You got your eye on any of the Arnolds or anything like that are coming up?
I mean, I'd love to do the Arnold Classic, but
the Ohio one.
Yeah, but problem with the Arnold Classic is that Arnold Classic is just such a heavy competition. I'd need to gain loads of weight, and at the moment I'm just really enjoying just being at 170 kilograms and being able to run and bike and jog and stuff.
Brilliant. 2 questions for you on that, and then we'll call it a day at that. First is, you're saying about getting really strong but not being a complete strongman. One question a lot of people have been wondering is, are you going to try again to get that sort of 500?
Well, if along the way I start improving, because I mean I'll admit, last time I tried new methods, etc., and they didn't work. I was actually stronger in February than I was on the day. So I've got to go back to basics now and hope that I can excel and be better than I used to be. I haven't yet reached the strength I used to have like 10 years ago.
Really?
So I'm waiting for everything to come together, because I've only really been training full time for 2.5 years now, and these things just take time.
So do you think you were stronger back when you were pulling that 420 than you are now?
Back when I was pulling like 440, 450, 460, just powerlifting, yeah, it's a lot stronger. 470 in the gym a few times.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the last question for you, we've got coming up is we're going to have like European record breakers for the 105. Guys trying to be the first 105 to pull 400 kilos in a competition.
Yeah.
What do you think to that? Think it's on the cards?
Oh, that's awesome. And the thing is, now that the methods are more published and people are more aware of how to train smart, it's just amazing what they can do. Especially the lighter guys. It's just unbelievable. That pound for pound strength. That's quite impressive stuff.
I mean,
and I hope, of course, to see these 105 guys reach 400 and above. But whether I put money on it, I don't know.